Okay, I want to show you guys this. That's the ambient lighting of the new A6. Alright, it's nicely done, subtly done, and then look at the door panels and all that. Okay, you can change different color combinations. This is having some white color light below and then red color lights up here, and then this one, it's a very light, almost like a daylight color, Caribbean blue color. Can increase the look at that, the intensity can be adjusted. Okay, and then you can go individual can change the colors. Look at the amount of colors that they allow you to choose. Alright, and then the contours. How many colors are there? 30! Ooh, this one looks like Tana's car. Right, yellow and orange. I'll just leave it that way. Alright, there's a myriad of features inside here. It's crazy complicated. There's a lot of stuff's going on. Very high tech. I guess that's what people want when they pay extra for such a car, right? Some buttons are so nice to touch. This button is just so fantastic. Alright, and then one last thing I want to show you guys. Let me switch off the car. Let's come out. Alright, let me show it to you over here. Soft closed doors. Okay, the headlamps. This is the new A6's headlamp. Alright. Oh, it has a follow me home light, so it's gonna stay on for a while. And if I unlock it, it won't do the light dancing for now. Okay, but if I lock it, wait for a while, it may happen later. Ah, look at that, you caught it. Okay. Look at that. Saw that? Yep, that's Audi for you. Alright, so very muscular body. Look at this body line here, this wide body. I thought the wide body is only reserved for RS and above. Now, even you buy an A6, you have it already. Okay. This is a swan neck balance boot. So you were like, hey, where's the power boot? Right? Where is the power boot? See, you can release it, right? But don't worry, the one that you'll be ordering or buying will come with the power boot. This is the first batch that they ordered in without that. Okay, absolutely massive boot, and everything else is just expected as it is. All right, spare over here. Ah, interesting. Using GT tires. Here we go. Yep. All right. And then you have this chrome strip that runs across the back to accentuate the car. Right. Overall, the whole car is very business looking. If you ask me, is it better looking than the previous A6? I don't think there are too big of a significant gains in terms of aesthetics. You know, there are a lot of other lines going on out there, but other than that, the A6, the previous A6 still looks really good. Of course, when it comes to the interior, it's a totally different game. Alright, start the car. Yeah. Let's go out of here. Oh, immediately the car feels so much more agile. I came off the Q8 and now it's the A6. And this car is 200 plus kilos lighter, so of course, and with the same engine, obviously it will feel more agile. And one thing I want to point out, again, I'm going to do that because this is an Audi. Okay, let's give myself a big steering angle, and then Audi Drive Select. Let's go into dynamic. Yep. And we're in dynamic mode now. I can pull the lever down for S1 dynamic transmission, floor the throttle, blow the engine up, just let rip and fly. Slight little turbo lag over there just now, but negligible. It flies, man, this car. Absolutely flies. So, is this expensive? It's 580,000 ringgit. And you'd be like, wow, that's crazy price. Wait. BMW has the 540i, right? At these sort of prices as well. People buy it. And this is very high spec, very fast, very stable, very comfortable. Holy moly, this car they should just call it an S6. It's so fast. Damn. Let's check out the turning circle of this big executive sedan. Also a very tight turning circle. Very nice. Very nice, doing U-turns. Now, why do I test turning circles with Audis? Because Audis all this while have had Quattro 4-wheel drive, and for those of you who know, 4-wheel drive cars generally, especially full-time 4-wheel drive cars, generally their turning circles aren't that good, and the older Audis have the tendency to produce a little bit of vibration when you are at full lock doing your U-turn. These new ones doesn't. How they designed the tie rod, I'm not sure. To be able to deliver power and at that kind of extreme angles. Vorsprung dort technique. Now the interior is of the same family language design that Audi is applying into all their cars now, all their new models. Alright, it involves 2 touchscreens and at their level best to remove all sorts of buttons. Alright? And this makes sense with all these modern cars because first of all, they have a lot of features. There are so many things that you can spec in the car. I'll give you an example. The Q8 I was in just now has air conditioning seats. If I'm not wrong, this exact one doesn't come with air conditioned seats. However, they don't need a separate button for it, alright? Because it's using an LCD screen to display the button. All we get is that the LCD screen doesn't display the air conditioning seats icon. That's it. So this is a very clever approach whereby it increases the perceived value of the car by having, wow, so high-tech touchscreens and all that, but it reduces the cost and complexity and the embarrassing scene of having empty buttons, blank buttons. So you won't have that issue anymore in these modern Audis. The car drives well. I want to do a Genting run in this, man. This car, it feels agile, even though this car is about 1.9 tons. It feels agile. I can do lane change like that. Of course it will give me some warning, but then the car feels agile, and there's a good balance that it dial in, whereby it's not too edgy like a 330i. Of course that's a smaller car, right? But Audi has always managed to balance athletic driving, exciting driving for mere mortals like people like us under legal situations. Audi has always been able to balance that really, really well. Suspension is very well judged, even though there's no airmatic and all that. This is an adaptive damper. It's so comfortable, so pliant, but controlled. Very, very good judgment there. Alright, this is the Quattro. I can roll into grass plains anytime I like. And again, today I brought all my new colleagues, Tana, Sri, Nas, came all the way from JB, and brought them here to Audi Center Setia Alam to experience these new Audis that many medias hasn't driven yet. A7, A6, Q2. Bing is going into the Q2 now, and let them experience it. So here's to let you have a look at the interior of the A6. Yep, that's the interior of the A6, which early on I've covered before. I have another video that I did walk around on this car, but then just to give you another look. Again, Audi, everything is just high quality. It may feel a bit cold because that's the direction that they're going for. They're not going for the warm, fuzzy, comfortable, you know, velvety, luxurious feel. No, they went all out 22nd century with this approach. They remove the MMI, so you have a space here that is greatly liberalized, but I don't feel there's an improvement in terms of compartment space upon removing the MMI buttons. You know, you have the cup holders and then a rather shallow compartment under the armrest. That's about it. Okay, but then maybe they focus on the design more. You know, the whole thing just feel cold and all that. This paddle shifter is nice to have, but it's really tiny. It's rather tiny for the car. All right, the nice steering wheel, new ones are great as well. I mean, you can't complain an Audi interior in terms of build, in terms of fit and finish. Everything is just immaculate. Very, very well built. The seats are comfortable, nice, hugging, good seats, good pattern designs, and look at here. Look at this lovely metallic, right, door handle there. You can slot your palms in. This one feels like Alcantara, or it can be nubuck. Different materials, very, very nice. Screen. I mentioned this just now. You spec more features, you get more buttons, but it's on a screen, so you don't really feel it, alright? And it's rather good when it comes to oil stain proof. Look at that. It's pretty alright, to be honest. It's very risky for car makers to go for this approach, you know, gloss black material and then everything black. But I think Audi has done a pretty good job in terms of reducing the static of this panel. They have some coating there that reduces static or something. If not, it will be full of dust and all that. Alright, that's the interior of the A6 from the front passengers. Let's go to the back. Alright. Again, they utilize the same type of door handle. Look at that. It's electronic release. I pull this, I don't feel it's connected to anything, and then it releases. Okay. The same design here for the back passengers. That's very nice. Okay, I noticed one thing. This headrest, you need to raise it to sit comfortably. I know it's anti-whiplash, but when you put it down, it blocks the base of my neck. I'm sure there are other approaches to this. How do I deal with? This is not a cup holder. I don't want to break anything. Anyway, manual sun blind. You have an aircon vent over here, you have an aircon vent over here, you have your controls over here. Pretty nice. There are no USB ports behind. And then in terms of headroom, I get about 2 fingers of headroom. I get about palm of knee room. I can slot my feet underneath. I can put my shoes, size 11 feet over here. Pretty alright. Generally speaking, compared to the C6 generation, or the C7 generation, I don't feel that there's too much of a difference in terms of space behind here. Just that it has been updated with these new designs and all that. Alright, that's the rear seat space of the A6. Compared to the 5 Series, comparable. Compared to the E-Class, comparable. Compared to the S90, comparable as well, apart from not having that much of a headroom. But just, it's not even brushing my hair. It's alright. Alright, again, shout out to Audi Center Setia Alam. Thank you so much for accommodating our request to come here and ransack and take out their cars. For you guys, out there who has been on the bench, is Audi okay now? I see the new models here. Yes, all the new models are here now. A6, A7, A8, Q8, new Q7, Q5, new A4, new A5, Audi RS5, Audi RS6. They've ordered the Audi RS6, is coming in. Audi RS5 is coming as well, very competitive prices. And all these cars are here. Just come here and test drive. I'll put the links below, whatever you need. And then, yep, and if I'm not wrong, they're giving out some good bargains. Yep. Ask them what is it that I mentioned in my video. The good bargains for you guys who watch this. Guarantee you more than 5-figure discount. Cheers.